1, 2, 3.
WAYV magazine ain't nothing special, just the truth.
Motherfucker.
They've been asking about these words. What were you thinking?
Original rap.
What were you thinking?
Original rap with new school leaders.
What were you thinking?
Original rap.
What were you thinking?
Original rap with new school leaders. True.
WAYV magazine, what's the word on the streets, y'all? It's Wendell. All right, so the 4th episode is going to feature none other than Queen's own Alligator Alfred. So since the Queen pen happens to be from the Caribbean, we're going to go to Trini Girl restaurant on Nostrand Avenue. Going to get some jerk chicken, fried rice, salad, in honor of our 4th guest. So again, WAYV magazine, give a warm round of applause to Queen's own Alligator Alfred for being on the 4th episode of WAYV magazine. All right, thank you so much, Alligator Alfred. We're about to get down for you. All right, talk to you soon, y'all. Continue to catch that wave. Peace.
Located at 628 Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn, New York, Trini Girl Restaurant is known for its delicious chicken roti. Other delicacies include doubles, pilori, curry goat, and stewed chicken. Man, I'm getting hungry just thinking about the menu. If you've never had a double, you have no idea what you're missing. Prepared with chickpeas, cooked in a masala, and served with a large puffed fried bread called puri. Doubles are the quintessential street food of Trinidad and Tobago. This is why I'm here. Thanks for the food recommendation, Aïda. Jerk chicken with Trini fried rice and salad coming up. This is going to be a sensory overload eating this delicious meal while listening to 11 Bricks. Serious combination of heat and fire about to be served. Whew. Trini Girl Restaurant serves up a delicious menu of traditional West Indian food. Whether it's the stewed chicken or the curry goat or stewed beef, you can't go wrong with any of these island cuisines. Shakira from Trini Girl went to the back to get the spicy jerk chicken to complement the Trini fried rice. Only tourists go for the mild. I'm here for the heat. The only thing that will be similar is Alligator Alfred's flow on 11 Bricks. Jeez. Jerk chicken, Trini fried rice, and salad with an ice-cold Morby. I'm in rude boy heaven. The first bite of the delicious jerk chicken was a combination of flavors exploding simultaneously. Special Trini seasonings complemented the jerk sauce to perfection. Oh, did I forget to mention? This is hot! In a good way. The reason I was shoving the veggies down my gullet was to try to help extinguish the fire consuming my mouth. This was jerk chicken at its finest, hot and packed with flavor. The cool salad brought some instant relief. Thank God. The Trini fried rice brought a new flavor to the meal, a wonderful complement to the jerk chicken and salad. Though I was fortunate to have Shakira hook me up for free, it normally costs $15 for a large plate. So worth it. But for me, the memories of the food from my homeland of Trinidad was priceless. Thank you so much, Trini Girl. Morby is made from the bark of the Morby tree, boiled with cinnamon, orange peel, nutmeg, and cloves, and sweetened to taste. It's a rather unique flavor with a bitter aftertaste. Some people really dislike it, but of course it's a favorite for many others, including your boy Wells.
What's good, y'all? WAYV magazine. Wendell here. I'm over here with Shakilla over at Trini Girl. All right? Hey, Shakilla, tell everybody why Trini Girl has the best West Indian food in Brooklyn.
Because we added some of the real Trinidadian spice to it.
Oh, I hear that, girl. And what is the most requested meal here?
It's definitely the curry chicken roti.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. I know you're so busy. So for everybody, can you just say, Shaquilla, to all my people, catch that wave.
Catch that wave. Peace, y'all.
Thank you so much, y'all. WAYV Magazine, ain't nothing special but the truth.
WAYV Magazine, ain't nothing special, just the truth, y'all. Oh my gosh, that was some delicious West Indian food from Trinidad, from Shaquilla over at Trini Girl Restaurant on Nostrand Avenue. Oh my gosh, the jerk chicken, seasoned to perfection. Nice, delicious, juicy. The rice and peas was amazing. The salad, fresh. Everything about the vibe reminded me of back home, because I am from Trinidad, y'all. So anywho, we about to go into this interview with Aïda, aka Alligator Alfred, who's just killing it right now. Bars on deck, flows on deck, and of course talking about her new book, Ask the Alligator. So we about to go into that interview now, y'all, all right? Peace, catch that wave.
So anytime I shoot, I go underground like the catacombs.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Willkommen in City, Sodom oder Babylon, verkommene Subjekte, Bodensatz und Stahlbeton, keine Sonne, nur verdreckte Schwaden am Horizont, beißender Rauch, dass man kaum zu Atem kommt, ganz unten angelangt, das Ende der Fahnenstange, mal den Teufel an die Wand, mir wird Angst und Bange, manchmal gibt's aufs Maul, ich halt sie hin, die andere Wange, die Frage ist nicht ob, die Frage ist wie lange noch am Darben, erkenne keine Farben, weil sie mit der Hoffnung starben, alles ist schwarz-weiß, nur ihre roten Lippen, die Chronometer ticken, es kann nur aufwärts gehen in großen Schritten.
Now back to our show.
WAYV Magazine, ain't nothing special, baby, just the truth.
There's a lethal cocktail of femininity and ferociousness in your cadence, with an obvious mastery of wordplay. How does being an author inspire the flow?
I wouldn't say that being an author necessarily inspires the flow, but I will say that being an author and a rapper both help to develop me as a writer overall. I love reading. I have an appreciation for the art of writing, so I definitely can pull flow concepts, styles, cadences, just off of things I've read, off coming across. Even if I'm watching a movie or a television show and the script itself is solid, you know, I might take just inspiration from that. It might just spark something within me. So it really just depends. I'm also never going to stake the claim as author. I only wrote one book, Ask the Alligator. I hope y'all know I was going to promo my shit. I'm going to probably promo my fucking book at every fucking turn. Anyway, but yeah, I only wrote one book. So don't ever put me up there with the authors. I don't deserve that fucking label anytime soon. I got a lot of work to put in. But as a writer, yes, it definitely helps inspire the flow.
Talk to us about the origins of Alligator Alfred. When writing, how do you come up with the topics for your songs?
It honestly all depends. It's really contingent upon how I'm feeling that specific time. I have moments where I'll just be in the zone and I'll have an idea and I'll start writing and then I'll find a beat that suits it. Other times I could hear a beat and then I get inspiration from the beat itself, and the beat writes itself essentially. Other times it could be somebody asking me to write about a certain topic, or perhaps the producer or the artist, if I'm featured on someone else's track, like they already have a concept in mind, and so I just go with that. But when I'm actually writing, everything is from personal experience, and I really just figure out a way to relate and relate that within the song, while also letting you know I rap, so leave me the fuck alone. But I'm a woman, so I always, I'm fucking emotional. I just don't show that shit, so I get that shit out when I write, because once again, I know there are people that go through shit just like me. But it's also rap, so I'm gonna have songs that's just me styling and rapping. Then I'm gonna have songs that's me just like, yo, I've been through X, Y, and Z. And sometimes I don't even necessarily say I've been through it, because I'm not too like open like that. I'm like fake open. So I'll write some shit. People are like, yo, I never knew that happened. I'm like, yeah, that's just a fucking song. So I have the beauty of kind of like playing, both sides of the fence in that sense. But at the end of the day, I'm going to always be righteous. And I'm always going to use my gift for righteous purposes. The power of the tongue is fucking powerful. And you got to be very responsible with it. So even when I'm writing songs that I'm styling on you because I could fucking rap, I also want to make sure that I always have a catalog of music that's just for the everyday person going through some shit. So pay me either fucking way.
The production complements the bars to perfection. Tell us about your production team and the group of MCs you're affiliated with.
Thank you. Well, I have no actual team. I have nobody I'm affiliated or associated with. I am a lone wolf, and I'm a woman, so I use both to my advantage. But yeah, I have a strategy that I'm basically working with over here. I'm not gonna reveal too much, but yeah, if you trying to get me on your team and you can't start me with $250,000, then leave me the fuck alone. Like, I need big money for my shit. If you can't give me big money, I'ma stay a lone wolf and figure this shit out on my own, because it's all marketing promotion. As far as production, I'll say this, because I've been doing music forever, I've absolutely built solid relationships with certain producers over the years. Just people that have an appreciation for the art, for the culture, and for what I do specifically, and just who I am as a person. So just off a GP, they were like, yo, hey, whatever you need, whatever the fuck you need. If you need me to cook up something, or if you just want to go through beats, here's, or whatever you need. In the same token, they get verses from me, they'll get hooks from me, songs, or whatever it is they need. Sometimes they need features for other artists they working with, and they'll ask me to jump on, and it's, it's all love. And other times I might be working with certain producers that have their own batch of beats that they want to hear me on, for their own personal project, and in that aspect, then we work that out, and I tailor something specifically for those beats that they send me. But overall, it really just depends on how I'm feeling, honestly. Like, I can have moments too where I just browse on YouTube and I'm like, yo, I feel like rapping. Let me find some boom bap shit. Or, I feel like I'm in my fucking feelings. I'm in my feelings. Let me find some shit that like lets me get this shit out. So it really just depends. But I have the ear. But I feel like all art, well, let me not say that, because I definitely, in more recent years, learned that a lot of artists don't pick their own shit. People pick it for them. But everything you see with me is all homegrown. It's all grassroots. I'm the foundation. There is no camp behind me, no team, no other artists, no homies, no boyfriend, no husband, no sponsor, no label, nothing. So everything you getting from me is all me. So you really got to respect me, because I'm a woman and I'm not fucking my way to anything. All of this shit is hard work and gifts from the other side. So respect it. Anyway, buy my book, Ask the Alligator. Free promo all the way. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it.
What are your thoughts regarding female MCs in hip-hop? Who do you admire the most? And what do you think about female MCs pushing sexuality more than skills?
First and foremost, I don't knock the hustle. I do not knock anybody's hustle. I just don't like that the industry has an agenda to basically erase the real fucking woman, because now there's no balance. When I was coming up, yeah, you had Kim, you had Foxy, but you had Salt and Pepper, you had Lauryn Hill, you had Rod Digger, late 90s Remy came onto the scene. So you had women that rapped, like they had bars. You had women that had that conscious shit. You had women that had knowledge of self. You had women that, they were able to relay like real life shit. You look at like Salt and Pep had Let's Talk About Sex and just other like shit that adults go through. So you weren't just being bombarded with one archetype of woman. Now, what do these young girls have? You either giving them something overly sexual to emulate, or you're giving them someone overly in their masculine energy. So either way, it's out of whack. You're not giving these women something of value. And I'm not saying these women are valuable as individuals. I'm just talking about like music now. We're talking about like mind control and programming and brainwashing, because that's what music is spellcasting. So what kind of vibration are you basically programming into these young girls? And it's not the women that rap this way either, because they're not in charge of when you play their music. Why is the radio playing explicit music when parents taking their kids to school? This shit is all over social media, so you can easily say, well, it's on parents to have blah, 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 blah. Nah, fuck out of here, because collectively speaking, other adults don't give a fuck, because they letting their kids listen to this shit. And now their kids gonna go to school with your kids, and they teaching your kids some shit that you might not necessarily want to teach them at that moment, right? Everything is all about what's appropriate to a child. And we living in a time where we are desensitizing children to everything. We're not allowing them to be children. And even if you want to take it a step further, even if we're not talking about little kids, we could be talking about teenagers. We could be talking about somebody from 18 to 22, college years, right? And what kind of message are you sending to them? Well, especially if you want to rap. You want to rap? Well, fuck that conscious shit. Fuck the fact that you could rap. All you got to do is, show your titties or rap about this. Once again, I don't knock the hustle, because there might have been a point in my life where I wasn't as knowledgeable as I am now. And I was absolutely in my ego, and I would have probably did that shit too. Because I ain't gonna lie. I have my own explicit music. I absolutely have explicit music because I rap and I make sure that I address everything, every part of being a fucking adult. But I'm an adult and I make sure that I push that shit, I push that shit strategically. With that being said, once again, I don't knock anybody's hustle. I just say be accountable. Be accountable. Understand what you're putting out there. Like if you presenting yourself as a prostitute in the forefront, behind the scenes, I hope you using that fucking money on your fucking community. That's all I can say. I hope you behind the scenes understand you are God. All right? And that you giving these kids some real fucking truth and knowledge. If not, then that's all trash because now you're making money off of kids, but you're not contributing. Anyway, to each his own. I rap. So from a rapper's perspective, there's certain things I can't respect, but I also know why you rap a certain way because you can't rap. So I don't knock it. Like if you're using sex to sell your shit, I don't knock it. That's your hustle. That's your fucking hustle. And I would never knock it. I just know that you can't rap like me, so you got to do that. It's no different than like somebody that's like mumble rapping or they doing the but it sells and you're making your money. And once again, I'm never gonna knock anybody making their money, but in the same token, you can't deny me my spot. If you gonna let those type of rappers make money, you gotta let me make money. Anyway, this shit was like almost like a 5-minute fucking answer for that, but I had some shit to get off my chest. Anyway, to each his own. I don't knock the hustles. Get your money. Just be a good fucking person and make sure you purchase a copy of. Oh, haha. Ask the alligator.
The name Alligator Alfred. Tell us about how that name was chosen.
Alligator Alfred, my Instagram handle. Years ago, I was making a new Instagram page and I was trying to hide from an ex that was stalking me. So I was just trying to come up with the most random, absurd name that no one would think. Like no one would, like, that makes no fucking sense. And alligators are my favorite animals. Alligators and felines. They both work. Reptiles and felines, that's my thing. And Alfred, it just flew off the fucking tongue. Alligator Alfred, it sounds dope, right? And from that, I swear, like I would walk into the gym when I used to box, and some of the trainers, they would just start calling me Alligator. Like it was just funny to them. People would just call me Alligator just because they would essentially be trying to make fun of my Instagram name, but you can't make fun of me because I be owning all of that shit. And some of my homies that rap, they would just start calling me Gator, and they kind of took on a life of its own. So even if you look through like all of my projects that are on digital platforms, like my actual music projects, they all have alligator themes. I have like Reckless Gator, Gator Tapes, Gator Food, the girl with the alligator tattoo, like all of that. Like everything is alligator. Everything is alligator. Clearly, my book Ask the Alligator. I have a cannabis body topical. I call it Gator Salve. So I understand marketing and branding. I ain't stupid. The fact that shit took on a life of its own, I made sure I capitalized that. Seize opportunities when they appear. That's some free life advice for you. You can get some more life advice if you purchase a copy of my book. Oh, and that motherfucker still found me. Like, grade A CIA FBI detective, because that motherfucker still found me. Anyway, Alligator Alfred, look me up.
As a published author, can you tell us about the book Ask the Alligator and the impact it's supposed to have on those who purchase the book?
Honestly, I am fucking shocked that people have actually been purchasing my book. So just gratitude first and foremost. As far as the audience I'm trying to reach, I'm gonna say this. Primarily the book was geared towards women, but there are absolutely gems that any and everybody can utilize. I basically try to format it in a very efficient way that allows people to just like receive the information without feeling like they're being bombarded with information. It's also not a typical book format in terms of like, here's the paragraphs and chapters. Every chapter is essentially a quote of mine, and some of them have explanations, some of them don't. That's really what it boils down to. I got that format from one of my favorite books. I'm gonna plug somebody else other than myself. Striking Thoughts by Bruce Lee. It was a super fucking dope philosophy book. It's one of my favorites. If you've seen the copy I have, that shit is all beat up. I used to take that shit everywhere. But that's the kind of feel I wanted to have with my book. I wanted to have gems in there that like people take that shit. You know how when you be on a train, some of them old women be having the pocket Bibles and all of that? Like this is like that. Like there's absolutely tons of esoteric gems in there if you're really paying attention. But in the same token, I have to like layer it with sense of humor and all of that shit. It's basically the Mary Poppins method, right? Spoonful of sugar with the medicine. That's really what it boils down to. And I always caught myself giving out advice to people till this day. People seek me out for advice, both men and women, but especially when it's young women. Like, I make sure I give them gems, because at the end of the day, a lot of people hide the fucking gems because you know what, they fucking miserable. And because they miserable, they want you to be miserable. You got a lot of old people that really have a lot of disdain towards the younger generations, and that usually boils down to the fact that they're fucking miserable. That's not me. I'm gonna always be here to give gems. This is just the first volume though. This is like me kind of like getting my feet wet, just testing the waters and seeing how it's received. It's self-published, so the marketing and promo, that's all on me. I'm just basically, this is like my draft run. I'm trying to figure out what works or what doesn't work, so then when I throw out the audio book and other volumes, y'all gonna rush out to buy that shit. And I absolutely have like serious books I'm working on too that don't necessarily have the humor and the vulgarity included in it. You know, I gotta make sure I appeal to all audiences. I'm not gonna allow anybody to put me in a fucking box. But yo, I'm Barbara Walters if she was a cunt. Chapter 19. There are no accidents in the universe. Remember that. You can either be a mover or a pawn, a causer or an effect. The show will always go on regardless of you. The universe adheres to a set of principles. You can either use them to design your life or be used by them and have a life designed for you.
WAYV magazine, ain't nothing special, just the truth, y'all. How y'all feel? Wendell here. Just finished listening to this fire track called 11 Bricks from Aïda, aka Alligator Alfred. We're gonna get into the video, and I just want to say this is one of the most fierce MCs, and we're so happy to have her on WAYV magazine, representing Queens to the fullest. So again, WAYV magazine, show some love to Aïda, aka Alligator Alfred. Her video 11 Bricks, strictly on fire. This is a shot for her right here, all right? Aïda, this is for you, all right? Thank you again so much for blessing the mic with WAYV magazine. Y'all continue to catch that wave, all right? Peace.
They sending all kind of shots here. Tell them keep sending them. I'ma make a point to keep doing what keep offending them. They don't got no pull here. I don't need adrenaline. I'm cool and calm when I'm black and I speak in synonyms. My shit clean like the water at every christening. But fuck around, I either get dirty like Flint, Michigan. I stimulate their attention, but I ain't riddling. I slaughter everyone like Trujillo did to Dominicans. You cannot fuck with the God, I keep advising them. If they don't display any heart, I'm cutting ties with them. Don't start a war, cause I really don't think you're competent. I will buy fur cape babies like King Solomon. Got a lot of confidence, my self-esteem is admirable. Send your gladiators, just know you're dealing with Hannibal. Shorty, I ain't stupid, I never waste any capital. So anytime I shoot, I go underground like the catacombs. You really miscalculating my gangster. My silence speaks louder than women soon as you bankrupt. You got no stripes, you just started getting your rank up. You only getting slow bucks, baby, don't get your chain took. I rap retarded, so pardon if I ain't PC. I'm a fucking Mac, I have Poppy, give me a free key. If you address me, just monitor who you CC. Cause I can block your SSI money just off a GP. I don't got no sense, especially when I'm spazzing. I walk inside your rib and tell everybody what's cracking. Pussy is power, so every soul I am snatching. I can hypnotize your far till he love me just like Aladdin. My skills balance extremes in moderation. I only got two sides to me, God and Satan. Which one you wanna meet? God will help you on your feet, but Satan will have you sacrifice your child so I can eat. I be on some shit though. I'm Iron Mike, the closest you could ever be to a Tyson is fighting Klitschko. You should've known it was over from off the intro. You shooting for some kids who would gladly give up your info. I never compromise. They say never, but they ain't never seen principle through a prophet's eyes. They all embrace the aesthetics from being colonized. You think I'm fine now? Gonna be even worse when my mama die. I'm an elite scholar, so how the fuck could you students from special ed be in any class bringing me drama? You learn on the bus, you ain't sit in your seat proper. I will never celebrate stupid just to increase dollars. Woman is standard. Elevate my sister. If she ain't ready to grow, then I hope she know her Miranda. See, I'm a vessel, the struggle behind the standards. You better watch your step like you trying out for the gammas.
rap with new school leaders.
What were you thinking?
Original rap.
What were you thinking?